Hello there, my name is Njeri Njoroge. Welcome to another episode of Afford Your Design. I'm so glad to have you here today. Today's episode is a bit different from what we normally do, so it's going to be a bit more interesting. As you can see, we are not in a kitchen setup. Today, the plan is to showcase one of the houses that we were able to move from the design part to the build part, which we did this year, and just show you how the process was. If it's your first time here, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you've come back again, just thank you so much for your support. Keep liking, keep sharing, and we just keep the movement going. So before we even start, this video has been sponsored by Cream. Cream is a photography, videography, cinematography entity based here in Nairobi. I'm hoping to share their contacts either at the end of the video or within this time maybe. Please contact them. They're responsible for all our amazing productions. People keep asking, who does your videos? They're so clear. Where do we get these guys? So I'll just leave their contacts, and they're such good people. Yeah. For this house, we call it the beach house, although it's not really a beach house because it's not next to the beach or anything. The client and her family came up with a name because they feel like the house is very airy, there's a lot of volume, it's white, there's the views. So it's something that for them they feel reminds them of a beach house. So until further notice, we're going to call it the beach house. Yeah. The brief of this project was really to just convert a garage into a 2-bedroom house. Just the beginning of this project, one of the good things that I liked is that the client was very involved in the whole process. She originally had a plan that she had, which she had been, drawing, improving over time. And all I did was just to come in, collaborate with her, and, iron out which walls are going down, which walls are coming up, what are we going to do with the interiors here and there, and that was it. And the next thing that we did is we really were highly invested in the visualization part of this project, which was something that was good because we're doing the designs during the curfews, during the COVID time, and we couldn't do a lot of meetups personally. So most of the times we used to really discuss the plans, discuss the 3D, and so on and so on, the visuals online on Zoom. And something also very important is, even if you look through the renders and the 3Ds and the visuals that we had agreed on and what we actually came to do, they look more or less the same. So visualization at the end of the day is a tool that can be used to solve very many problems on paper. So when it comes to site and time to build, the process is so much faster. And there's so much understanding and agreeing to what should and should be done, should be done way before we start even building. So something else that we had to do is get a permit for the works that we were about to do. Just as something you should note, there are different types of permits that you get when you're trying to do building or renovation of your space. Some of these permits can be the painting and renovation permit. There is normally painting and partitioning permit. There is the renovation permit. There is the extension or alteration permit, and then there's normally the approvals that you have to go through and take when you're coming up with a new space. But sometimes even you get permits if you want to do some foundation works or something like that. So for us, what we used or what we did and what we had to get is an extension or alteration permit, and this is because we actually had to extend the house, even just build some foundation and put up new walls and extend the existing building by 4 meters and 5 meters at the front and at the back of the house. So that's something that is very important for somebody to note, because you are trying to avoid any problems you'll have with the authorities, and then they also kind of are there to just make sure that whatever it is that you're building is safe and it's sane and it won't bring problems later. Then finally, something else I would like to talk about is the affordability or affordable approaches that we kind of took to make this project a bit more affordable. Maybe the first thing I would say is, when we were doing the extension of the house, we really considered extending within the existing grid. So we didn't create new corners, we didn't create new walls, it was just extension of the existing grid, which made it was actually more affordable in a way, because creating more corners makes building a bit more expensive. Something else we did, if you look as the videos that are playing, the living room appears sunken. And that was really a way of responding to site. This is because the existing building was a bit raised. So when we were coming to build a living room. Instead of adding the courses so that the entire house can be flat, we decided, you know what, since the house is already down, let's just keep it like that and just make it like a design in some sort, because even adding these more courses would actually probably cost us a bit more. Another thing that we did was when we raised the house, because we actually raised the building, and removed some of the roof tiles and so on and so forth. Any roof tile that was not so badly spoiled, we actually recycled it back and only added what we needed. Another angle that we did, of course, painting the house white, which was actually a suggestion by the client, and I really approved it and agreed with her. It really makes the space look so much bigger, and a lot of light bouncing back and so on and so forth, reducing on the on the artificial light that would have been needed for the house. And one of the things I get about costs is, so how much is it? So how much affordable is, how affordable is affordable? What I really believe, even the name of our company is, really believe that you can afford your design. You can afford what you desire. And therefore you just come with your dream like our client did, and then we see what is the best way we can handle it to, as much as possible, reduce costs for you, for your design, whereby you don't have to really, you know, reduce and deprive the quality of what you want, but we can find a way to play around in different things. So please make that call. We always leave our contacts at the end of every video. We'll be looking forward to work with you. And thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. We will really appreciate it. Have a good day and God bless. Thank you. We need Jesus. In this world, in this economy, we need Jesus. What to afford photography? Please build a living room. Instead of adding the courses. Are you sure? Well,